everybody, welcome back. It's been a while.
2 months.
Here on Average Joe's Game Review with
Average Joe.
And Average Harold.
That's not how it
We're
works.
both Average Joes.
That's not how it works. It doesn't work with you.
It doesn't have the same quality to it.
No.
What game are we talking about today?
Fortnite, specifically the Battle Royale mode.
Tell us about it.
Maybe a little bit of story. So the Battle Royale, if you've ever heard of PUBG, it's kind of like that, but I'll still explain it. It's a Battle Royale. It's a map full of 100 people, and everybody's fighting,
100 real people? 100?
Yeah, 100 real people. And you can have up to a team of 4. There are 3 different modes. There's solo, duo, and squads. Those are like the base modes right now. And it's pretty much your team versus a bunch of other teams. Last man standing wins. Well, last team.
How big is each team? Are there
up to 4 people.
Okay.
So
there's up to 25. No, there's at least 25 teams.
Yes.
Okay.
Some teams can only have 3. Some teams might only have like 3 people though, which makes the games a bit smaller. Occasionally, you'll have like most of the time you'll have like a 98 or a 96 player game, but I mean, you're never going to drop really below 90 unless people like start rapidly leaving the game on purpose. But if it's solo, it's you versus 99 other people, and then everybody's just trying to kill each other. My favorite.
So what's the strategy behind it?
Well, the strategy is you go into the map from something called the battle bus. It's a bus with a giant balloon on it. You fly in, kind of like you're on a plane, and you can pull up your map and mark where you want to land. The bus comes in from a different direction every time, but, I mean, it's a game, so of course it has coding, so you might see repeated drop per ways. I don't really know how to describe it, like paths. Mm-hmm. Paths is the word I was looking for there. So you come in, and you can mark on the map and coordinate with your team, like, all right, we want to drop here. And then once you get over that place, you drop, you're skydiving, and you'll pull out a parachute when you get close to the ground. Or if your place that you want to go is far away, you can pull out your parachute a little bit earlier.
So what's the gameplay like itself?
The gameplay is kind of fast. It's fast-paced in the beginning and pretty slow later on. Every game's different, and it depends on where you drop. If you drop somewhere like Haunted Hills, where there's not a lot of loot, you're not going to find a lot of people because people want loot.
How wide is the area that you're in?
I do not know how wide, but I do know it's like pretty decent size. Traveling from one side of the map to the other is like definitely a task.
And if your character gets like ambushed and taken out or whatever, do you respawn?
No, it's 1 life.
Okay.
Or else, 100 people with 3 lives, it's probably a bit of a chore.
So is there a time limit on it?
How long the game lasts?
Yeah, so like
eventually,
when you
yes,
go in
it
and
does
log into
kind
that.
of have a bit of a timer. So there's something called the zone, or the storm, but it's pretty much like the playable area. So the zone is the playable area pretty much. There's a blue circle and a purple background to it. After like 40 seconds of the game actually starting and people landing, so like 40 seconds, maybe 70 seconds into the game, the zone will be determined. It'll be a white circle on your map. You got to run there. You have another 2 minutes to like gather your bearings and everything, and the zone will start to close in. You take 1 tick of damage a second while you're in the zone. Once the zone closes in and a new zone is determined, it starts to do 2 damage a second. And when you only have 100 health and it doesn't take away from your extra health bar, which is your shield, which you can find potions for, it can get pretty devastating because you can die in 50 seconds if you don't have any like bandages or med packs. Med packs heal you back to full. Bandages heal you 15 at a time, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, 15 at a time.
What's the character creation like?
You don't create your characters. There's a skin system. So there's a bunch of different characters. You don't get to choose. You spawn in randomly when you don't have a skin. But once you
So
have
does
a
that
skin,
mean their stats are kind of regular, but then the skin you can
there's
change
no
how they
different.
look?
There's no different stats. Everybody's the same. Everybody has 100
Okay.
health, 100
So there's no
shield.
DPS, no tank. No.
But what me and my friends did once was we kind of like assigned like a tank. They added a minigun recently. So the tank got like an assault rifle, minigun, shields, and like somebody would run around with health packs and stuff.
Nice.
Just to like switch it up, we assigned classes pretty much, even though it didn't really actually do anything.
So is that the same if you were playing the story mode, or do you have more
In the
character
story
creation
mode,
freedom there?
there's more character creation. You don't get to create your characters. Again, there's like the skins and stuff. But there's different classes.
Okay.
We could go into that later if you want. And then, so we're here to talk about Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And so some skins swap every day, and they're skins for like your pickaxe for breaking objects, your glider for gliding into the map and stuff. The glider's really just, oh, I like this look of the glider. Let's use that. Same with the pickaxe. Nobody's ever going to really see it, but most people are going to see your skin because, you're in a fight, you need to see them. So there are weekly skins, which change weekly, daily skins, which change daily. So there was a Valentine's Day event that had a pink bear skin, which isn't very tactical because I have a dark red and black skin. It's like called the Red Knight, and it's part of the Fortnite set. Get it?
Oh, but
clever play on words there. I mean, it's all right, but my skin was a limited time, and it so happens at this time I had spent $5 to get V-Bucks for like a pickaxe I wanted, like a pickaxe skin, but the thing didn't go through, like the transaction, so I tried it a couple more times. And then it's like, oh yeah, your transaction worked. This time it was $20 because you tried 4 times. And I was like, all right. So I looked up on Xbox. I'm like, how do I get my refund? I want my money back. That wasn't intentional. And they're like, yeah, sorry, online purchase. No refund on that one, bud. And I'm like, you can't do this to me. But that's besides the point. The bear costume probably would cost you like maybe $10 pretty much.
Not real money, not like an in-game currency.
Yeah, real money. Ugh. It costs like 2,100 V-Bucks, which is like their in-game currency. And then they have a skin now that's a statue with like pink pants, which people are like using to hide in like stones and stuff, which is pretty clever, but I mean, it does kind of give a tactical advantage instead of a disadvantage, which with cosmetics, you don't really want it to give you an edge. You just kind of want to be like, oh, well, this one's darker. I can hide in shadows better. And stuff like that. Or like a green skin, like I can blend in with the grass because there's no like lying down. There's only crouching and running.
Ah, interesting.
And walking. Like it's like a trot. Not a horse, but it's like a trot. And yeah, that's about it with the skins.
What could make the game better? What are your criticisms of it?
Personally, my problem is there's just not enough guns and there's not map variation. See, in a game like PUBG, which I don't like personally, I mean, your opinion's your own, but I don't personally like it. My problem is, one, it runs like trash on Xbox. You get like a max 15, 20 frames a second. Oh, wow. That's pathetic for a AAA game. If it is that. I don't even know if it's a AAA game. Like, I don't pay much attention to it. Like, I wasn't even interested in Battle Royale at first, but Fortnite just got my attention because it had already kind of had my love because I spent $70 on it the day it came out.
Did you have friends that were getting into it? Is that?
Yes, peer pressure. Peer pressure. And then they told me after the fact that the game would go free in a year.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, so you just made me spend probably $80. I've probably spent $100 on the game now.
So when did it come out? Is it close? Has it been a year?
Wow, close. It came out in July last year. Early August. And it was technically the early access buy if you want to play type thing. And they give you a title called a founder because you helped pay and lay the foundation for the game type thing, which is a pretty cool title, but you don't get anything. I hope in the Battle Royale, which is what most people play and know the game for, I hope they give you, like, a skin or something, like a special skin, like maybe an old man with a monocle, that'd be dope. Or, like, a special pickaxe, like a pure gold pickaxe or something, awesome. Just to change it up. Because I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, you're a founder, isn't that cool, bud? It's great, good for you. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be like, whoa, that guy's a founder? That's dope. Because not many people buy the actual game because they're not interested in the zombies mode, but...
So is there a free play now?
Yeah, the free play is the Battle Royale.
Okay.
Which is cool because PUBG is $60 and it doesn't have as much content. It's not made by an actual game developer. They were modders.
So you're going to give me this look, but what's PUBG?
I'm not going into that. That'd be a different game review.
Okay.
Which probably won't happen because I'm not wasting my money. Fortnite's free. PUBG costs $60, and it doesn't have as much content. I mean, do what you like, but in my opinion, it's a pretty clear choice.
So what would your overall rating be for Fortnite?
It still has a long way. My main criticism for it is there's just not enough map variation and weapon variation. Like in PUBG, the map, there's two different maps. There's desert, and then there's normal. But in not PUBG. We're not talking about PUBG.
Fortnite.
Yeah, in Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly. In Fortnite, there is the just base map. They add on to it, which is cool. Like, they added a new section recently.
Nice. Which
is, like, really cool, and I appreciate that, and them working on the map and everything. But, personally, there just needs to be more weapons. There's currently assault rifle, SMG, sniper, crossbow, minigun, pistol, revolver.
When they add on,
like tactical shotgun and
when they add on the extra like pieces, does it actually expand it, or do they take away someplace else from the map?
So far, they've only changed the map once, and they filled in an area that was kind of empty. They removed what was there and kind of filled it a bit more. It was like a corner section. They filled it with not Greasy Grove. That was there. Haunted Hills, Snobby Shores, Junk Junction. That's what they filled it with. And Shifty Shafts, which is like a mine shaft.
I like the alliteration.
Yeah. There's a lot, like Retail Row, Lonely Lodge, where I'll be spending Valentine's Day, because that's when we're recording it. I'll spend my day in Lonely Lodge. Thank you very much.
Happy Valentine's Day out there.
Yeah. Even though you might not be hearing it on Valentine's Day, we recorded it then, so deal with it. Happy Valentine's Day.
So did you log into Fortnite and ask the game to be your Valentine? You got that all set up?
No. Nothing's going to wish me a happy Valentine's Day that's not one of my friends or my parents. Kind of sad, but, that's the reality.
Or your t-shirts.
Yeah. Harold's my only friend.
How many diamonds you give it?
I want to say 8 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, but it could be better, and that's how I feel about the game. It's good, but it could be better.
Good to know. Because
there's a lot of empty space on the map, and they fill it with mountains, and it's and tiny little rivers. I'm like, yeah, that's cool atmospherically. But gameplay-wise, you could have, and they added a city, Tilted Towers. I forgot to mention that one, which is where everybody drops now. Because it's literally a city, so there's tons of loot. Buildings with multiple floors for loot. There's also chests. I forgot to mention this. It's core gameplay, and I forgot to mention it. How could I?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, there are chests that when you loot, and it's the only way to get, the minigun, for example. It's the only way to get it. And there are there's a couple.
I thought you said there's chess, the board game chess, not chests.
Yeah, chests.
That's why I was like, I'm into it. Give me it. I can log in and play chess.
Yeah, no. But there's... chests where you find loot. There's white, green, blue, purple, yellow. Those are the loot rarities. Yellow being the best, going downwards.
Nice.
I set it from worst to best. And yeah, but and the minigun is a purple and yellow only because I know probably most of you were my friends were like, minigun, what? How do I get it? Give me. That's how we were, at least.
Well, there you have it, folks. Average Joe's game review.
I have spoken.
Fortnite. Buy it. Get into it. Don't buy it. Play it free play.
Yeah, you don't have to buy it. It's free.
Even better.
Yep.
Well, happy Valentine's Day, and until next time,
We'll see you later.
Average Joe's
Later.
Game Review. Later.
See you. But during events like currently, it's the Valentine's Day event, they had a pink bear costume, which was very expensive, not worth it because you kind of want to be a bit stealthy. And, that distracted me!
Bear.
Pink bear.
Go.
So much editing in this one. This is just like the stuttering, the not knowing what to say, the lights, the now I need water.
Average Joe's Game Review.